Today I want to follow up on the video that I uploaded exactly 1 year ago titled I cancelled my Amazon Prime subscription, and to talk about whether my decision was actually saving me any money at all. I want to preface this video by saying that while I didn't pay any money to have a Prime subscription all throughout this past year, I did however have Amazon Prime for a total of 4 months. Last December, I received a targeted offer from Discover that gave me 3 months of Prime for free, and during Prime Day this year, my account was eligible for a free 30-day trial of Prime, so I sprung for that. But moving on to some actual numbers that I've gathered from my Amazon order history, in this past year, I spent a grand total of $2,537.79 on Amazon across all of my credit cards, and that exceeds the $2,380 break-even point needed to recuperate the $119 annual fee for Amazon Prime. That is with the assumption that I made all those purchases with my Chase Amazon Rewards credit card that gave me unlimited 5% cash back on all purchases at Amazon. In reality, I only made about 90% of my Amazon purchases in this past year with my Chase Amazon Rewards credit card. The remaining purchases were put on my Discover and Chase Freedom Flex cards that provided me 5% cash back due to quarterly rotating categories or special offers. Diving in a little deeper, I want to kind of simulate how much value I'll actually be earning with my Chase Amazon Rewards credit card from all my Amazon orders in this past year if I had a Prime subscription versus not having one. If I had a Prime subscription, I would only get $7.89 worth of cashback after taking into account the $119 needed for the Prime subscription versus $76.13 worth of cashback that I've currently earned. Doing a little math here, and if I did pay for the $119 to get the annual Prime subscription, I would have needed to spend an extra $1,364.88 to get the same $76.13 worth of cashback that I've currently earned. That all adds up to me needing to spend $3,902.67, and that number is very close to my average yearly spending on Amazon that I talked about in last year's video. But I want to add another variable that changes the dynamics of this whole calculation, which is that I buy most of my groceries at Whole Foods, which gives me the same cashback earning rate as Amazon purchases if I use the Chase Amazon Rewards credit card. That means that those purchases will contribute towards the break-even point of having an annual Prime subscription. In a typical year, I would put all of my Whole Foods purchases on my Chase Amazon Rewards credit card for about 6 months, as Chase and Discover usually has 1 quarter each where they have grocery stores as their 5% cashback rotating category. But this past year, I put all of my grocery store purchases on the Chase Freedom Flex, which gave me 5% cashback on groceries for up to $12,000 during my first card member year. I thought about this potential that my Whole Foods purchases might be able to balance things out a little in terms of the break-even point, but I know for a fact that having a Prime subscription pushes me to make these impulse purchases, and those extra purchases might not be worth that extra 2% of cashback that I'm earning with my Chase Amazon Rewards credit card when I pair it with an active Prime subscription. So with the spending analysis out of the way, I want to segue into talking about how online shopping was like for me in this past year without a Prime subscription. In short, it was not much of a difference. I still bought things at Amazon and I'm still eligible for free returns. Throughout the year, I never once paid for shipping because all the things that I wanted to buy were eligible for the free shipping that Amazon offered, provided that my order was $25 or more. That was relatively easy to exceed, and even if I don't make it, I honestly just leave things in my cart until it reaches $25. And more times than not, I end up removing items from my cart while waiting for it to hit $25. And doing that, I subconsciously train my mind to leave things in the cart for a few days before clicking the checkout button, even if the cart exceeds the $25 threshold for free shipping. In the past, I rarely leave things in my shopping cart or Amazon shopping cart because my mindset was that they would arrive in no time, and if I decide that I don't want it, I can just return it for a full refund. And speaking of shipping, one of the main benefits that I took advantage of with my Prime subscription in the past was the ridiculously fast shipping times. With this free shipping option without a Prime subscription, delivery dates are typically quoted for 5 to 10 days out. But as I slowly realized in this past year, a lot of my orders are actually arriving earlier than the quoted delivery dates. There's even been several occasions that my order arrived the very next day. I think this is largely due to the fact that I live in a large metropolitan area with several Amazon fulfillment sites. Overall, I've never found that this slow delivery to be a problem. In fact, there was several times where I ended up even cancelling the order whilst waiting for the order to be shipped out because I realized that I didn't actually need it. And speaking of things that I didn't need, I did not miss Prime Video one bit. In the past, I would only browse Prime Video from time to time when I'm trying to kill time. But I have to say, Netflix has really been killing it in this past year with their releases. Their content has really been keeping me busy. Likewise, another benefit that I didn't miss with my Prime subscription is the Prime member discounts that will be added to certain products at Whole Foods. I used to think that these discounts would add up to a lot of savings, but as it turns out, it was a negligible difference for me. This past year, I noticed that there were only a few instances where I was actually interested in buying a grocery item that had the additional Prime member discount. Lastly, without a Prime subscription, I've been expanding to other online shopping sites or even outright just going to big box stores like Target or Walmart to shop for things physically. But with online shopping sites in particular like eBay or B&H Photo, I noticed that prices are the same or even sometimes cheaper on the things that I want to buy. But yeah, this past year of not paying for a Prime subscription was the right choice for me, and I have noticed that my habit of making impulse purchases has lowered significantly. I still make impulse purchases from time to time, but this is a good first step towards breaking that habit. I will continue this model of not having an active Amazon Prime subscription and will only pay for a monthly Prime subscription either during Prime Day or when I want to watch something on Prime Video. As for my Chase Amazon Rewards credit card, I will continue using it for purchases on Amazon whenever Chase or Discover doesn't have a 5% rotating category for Amazon purchases. Because the fact is that the unlimited 3% cashback is still a pretty good value. So yeah, that is the conclusion to this year-long journey of figuring out whether I needed to have a Prime subscription or not. Check out my other finance-related videos on this playlist right here. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you very soon in the next video.